We're good. I think. You never know. Unless the video's problems are not working. All the sort of service for I'm gonna go office by Tuesday. 225. Music's really aggressively loud. I think the music feels louder than the in-game, but broadcasting to Twitch is loud. So we're on day 3. We got a lot of stuff to do. Monday's tasks are finally starting to just come down to. Oh, right. The squad bar is useless. Seeing all the tasks on screen right now. Victim tattoos. I was one of the passages. Tread down the badge. Goes in the trash. May take a while. One the armor of the victim's name. Okay, so I can probably call Alice back for the thing. I can call Alice full info on the armor's owner. I can definitely, I want to go back to Revoir and see if he can help me get my gun back. And I'd also like to sniff around and see who the third Colonel mercenary is, who's running Overwatch on the docks. First thing I'm going to do is confront the Hardy Boys of what I was just told. Class Shares probably collected us. So these two things are good things I can probably do by the end of today. I can do these two things right now in the kitchen, then go outside, try and find the third Colonel mercenary, and go collect my gun from Everard. Hopefully, that would be a real fucking relief. And also, I'm gonna go get that fucking cube out of the abandoned apartment block because I honestly.
It's you again. Oh, what is it?
It's a smoking guy. I honestly don't know what the password is gonna be, and I'd rather just sell that thing in pocket 50 real and not have to worry about mint. Classier says he wasn't raped.
Fuck! I knew that fucking whore couldn't be trusted.
For the record, Titus Hardy did not explicitly specify the victim as a whore, nor did he say anything about trusting her.
Oh, shut up and stay out of this, Liz. He raped her. He was out of his fucking mind. You have no idea.
She's just in denial, asshole. You don't understand the traumatic experience. She's shutting down, and she doesn't fucking trust you.
Yeah, she's crazy, you know. A crazy bitch. You know the type. She's fucked up.
Thank you, Sad Scout from TF2.
This is a diversion. Stay on track.
Cut the bullshit. She told me the truth.
Lawman, I'm at the end of my goddamn rope with you. I fucking told you not to push her.
His hands become fists.
And you went and pushed her. I am gonna fucking
hit you. Duck.
Titus Hardy.
Success. Titus backs off. Fists down, everybody. Goddamn, no one tells you to put your fists down.
Everard personally sent me to take care of this. If this goes south, we'll all be in the shit. But you, Titus Hardy, are going to be buried. Am I understood?
When she's angry, she emphasizes the S. It gives her voice a strangely hypnotic quality. Her lips barely move as she speaks.
Look, Copper. We know that fuck was a rapist and a killer. We got him confessing to it on tape.
After you beat him, probably.
Show it to him, T. What's the harm, right?
Here, jerkwad. Listen to this shit. And then come back and tell me the soldier of the apocalypse was an innocent man.
This is their last play, this tape. Their story is in tatters, a mess. It might be nice to listen to, but at this point, you don't need to.
Why should I care about this tape if you lied to me?
You don't care about evidence. The fuck are you a cop for, then?
Pigs, T. They don't care about getting the truth. They care about getting convictions.
I won't be on your bulletin board. If you don't listen to the tape, we got nothing to talk about.
There's a lot of questions. If you ask them now, they'll just keep bringing up the tape.
We're gonna listen to this.
Listen to
I'm sure we can find a tape player.
Where can I listen to this?
Yeah, play it with your ass, cocksucker.
I'm sure we can find a tape player. It's not a problem.
your room had one. Or maybe it's too
I'll get
broken.
it back to
Don't
the
forget your tape, lawman. Compliments of Titus Hardy.
I'll listen to it.
You do that. Oh, and keep it. Maybe you'll need a reminder of human ugliness someday.
I'll take off now. Talk to the smoking man. Talk to Classier. Gonna go to the abandoned building. Definitely gonna sell that memory cube now. If it's out for 50, should be able to buy the tape.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Oh, you're here.
I am. So are you. What brings you here?
Met your Sunday friend.
You did. And how did you like him?
He's magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
What are you two?
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who
Sunday
like to
friends?
get together from time to time. That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess.
Is that a friend?
It is. On Sundays.
So who is he
A
exactly?
visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can always return
Return?
to his opportunities in Occident, Sur la Clay. Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
Why was he staring at your place in the middle of the night?
He has keys. And he likes the view. To the sea, I mean.
Alright, let's talk about you.
What about me,
What are you
gendarme?
doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
I live here. My room's upstairs.
Convenient. But what are you doing here? Talking to me?
Tell me about the muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
What do you look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong,
Ah,
like one of
might
those
be the
military
scab leader.
types.
was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his
Knew
earpiece,
it. What was he saying?
just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
What did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
He believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Tell him about your friend?
What friend? No, I don't think it came up. Yes, but yes, you know those tiny speaker microphones. Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identity?
Oh, let me think. He had an accent. He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely. Scratch that.
Yeah, it was the scab. guy.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
It's the sports. He's a sports guy. All about that physical prowess and athletic skill. Nothing else here.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Cannot detect gay. I'm not smart enough to detect the gay. Alright, let's talk to Classier. Got plenty of time. Oh, right. I have to load my way up the stairs. See, I just don't know why this needed. Loading to get up the stairs, loading to get up the stairs to the small bedroom, and then another loading screen to get out there because this is part of the overworld. It really could have been. Oh, it really could have been not that many.
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
The Hardy Boys gave me a recording. They says it proves the deceased's intention to commit rape.
It sounds like the boys would have preferred my saying it did happen.
She is not at all worried the tape will contradict her statement.
What does that recording say?
We are in the process of listening to it.
She nods, exhaling a dense cloud of cigarette smoke.
Let's talk more about the so-called assault.
Not my favorite topic, but okay.
Oh, right.
How about we, change the subject to something more lighthearted now?
Can you tell us more about you?
Sure. The record. Yeah?
What does the door lead to?
I have no idea, officer. All right.
Wait.
Why not?
There's something I wanted to talk to me about. Ah, right. Dead man.
Hello, officer? What brings you up here again? Not my favorite topic, but okay.
What can you tell me about him?
I'm sorry, I can't do it.
I know it's difficult, miss.
How about we,
I'll come back in the evening.
The same small, heavy door. No lock in.
I know I can help you with this.
The same small, heavy door. No lock
Bam!
in sight.
You never know until you try.
Something cracks inside. It is an unbelievably satisfying sound,
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
filling you with a belief in your own body.
Sounds like the property damage wasn't in vain, at least. Would it hurt to look in?
Thought it was an Aces High moment, Kim.
I don't know about that.
It totally was.
Let's see.
Bent metal, broken glass. You are the destroyer, the bane of inanimate matter.
I'll rip shit apart.
Kudos.
Anti-object task force. Yeah, I love it. I am the anti-object task force. Got any random objects they need breaking in the name of the law? But why not? Oh, this could be useful. There's a tiny.
You can almost see the shape of a man and a woman writhing inside, bathed in drug sweat and dirty linens. Bottles lie around
See Clash's
everywhere.
bedroom.
You can barely see through. Better not to jump to sensationalist conclusions here. The footprints on the floor, however, definitely suspicious.
Boring footprints. I want to jump to sensationalist conclusions. You lean closer to the peephole instinctively. I bet they're doing something quite unnatural.
Footprints.
You clearly see footprints in the downy carpet of dust.
Jackpot. These, unlike everything else here, are new.
Last week or two?
3 weeks maximum, from the dust coverage. It could easily have been 1 week too.
This is good. He likes it. There's a little smile there, in the dark of the workshop.
This isn't bad at all. It was a good idea to see where that door leads. Commendable work bringing us to this place.
What does this mean?
It means someone snuck through what seems like a secret route, behind our rape victim's room, in the recent weeks.
Let's have a look.
Large prints, most likely made by Boots. The size is hard to determine.
Uniform
This print
horizontal
is unlike one left by a regular worker boot. It is not a brand sole with logos on it. It seems custom made or
Not workers' boots on the
old-fashioned.
hanging, is it?
No, these little horizontal lines are different. They look custom made to me,
Boots.
or some kind of foreign print.
Not the odd
Hard
salt
to
print.
say. The size looks about the same, actually. They're not the same shoe, but they could be the same person.
Everything around you is quiet.
machine. Ooh. Empathy and hand-eye coordination. Oh, that is a fine coat. I'll wear this for now. Tape shuttle, black plastic. Has that got everything in here? Like, great coat. I actually look respectable now. Oh, there's something.
This seems to be some kind of workshop. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room.
Pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel?
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
East Delta Pinball Arcade.
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
I suppose that makes this part of the doomed commercial.
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this.
Let's omit this part. I'll be nice enough to give a discount or be a bit more forthcoming. You know, useful stuff. Ooh! Spare key is tied to the bush outside the corner room window.
Over there, in the corner. Not just any pinball machine. This is the pinnacle of pinball. Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. Lit, a phrase almost synonymous with the Insulindian pinball scene.
Ah, great.
Cornelius Gordy and the Mountain Goats. Get the game on, Fingerboy.
Oh wait, I don't
Those flippers are ready.
Pinball isn't for me. Let's not waste time here.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent...
There must be a key somewhere. Probably somewhere in the whirling.
There's not really anything I actually need to do. This is the vase enigma. Yeah, there's nothing else I need to do. I might as well just report back and actually give a shit about accessing this.
This small elevator is dimly lit. Smells of the maintenance card under the control. This elevator must have been used to transport pinball machines.
That it does. I say, let's brave it. At the end of the last century. Look on the bright side. If it
appears his whole enthusiasm is sarcastic.
Almic, I did it.
What?
I discovered what's behind the Whirling-In-Rags mystery door. It in.
What was behind it?
A pinball machine.
Holy shit.
But something weirder. Someone's been working up here recently. 2 to 3 weeks ago. And there was a hole to look into Class J's bedroom. Class J? Not big enough, according to Kim Kitsuragi, to actually get through fully. But it
big
is still
enough for
suspicious. Not the assertion I was going for, but...
Hello, officer. What brings you up here again?
Volition is low. Nope. Nothing here. Oh, I wish there wasn't so many loading screens just to get up to talk to her. Another thing I can knock off the list for now. Also, I did notice her window has been recently replaced on her glass. I wonder if it was done by the window repair place in the Doom commercial area. Snag a window for myself, since, you know, the one in my room is broken. Think it'd be a good idea? Hello?
What?
Oh, I was talking to you.
What'd you say?
What do you mean, what did I say?
I wasn't listening.
Asshole. I was saying that her window had been recently replaced.
Yeah.
So maybe it was replaced by the place in the Whirling-In-Rags Dunes area.
Maybe.
Ooh, a new skill point.
Can I help you?
About my bill for tonight.
Got the 20 real?
Not yet.
Then why are you wasting my time? Another thing. Great. I love those.
There's a peephole on the wall.
What wall?
Upstairs in the secret back room, right next to Clutch's bedroom. I think it's used for looking in on guests.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the Whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The colour has drained from his face. What a shame to fix such a good peephole.
Alright, you've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment?
I got into the
hope
back
not.
room behind the blue steel door.
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there.
He's really, really holding himself back here.
You don't care what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Pinball machines. It's a pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Why? Did you want to play?
No, I was just wondering.
He was wondering about something business related. About how much money he could make off
pinball arcade.
No, but we could diversify the entertainment options, seeing as you've opened the door back there. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here, other than the hellish karaoke machine.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
Nah,
yes?
Not gonna bother him with some nonsense superstition.
Why?
It's just a waste of time, really.
Well, it's a nice conversation starter.
Never I opened the door for him. I do wonder, what if the observer was in that... no, but then they wouldn't have a good look on the Union. I'm still trying to figure out who the Cornell observer is. I'm thinking it might be the Pale Driver, but they... one of the buildings. Could double check the Doom commercial area, actually.
Maybe it was over the water lock.
Inside,
Over the
you
water
see a
lock,
set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft
I gotta
plug.
This is
call in.
Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Precinct 57, did you find more about the owner of the armored boots? Copy.
Sorry, sir. I still haven't heard back from the database people. Try calling again later.
10-4.
Is that 57? Over and out.
In the cabin, you
do have one curiosity. No, because the driver's different. The pale driver. Because she liked old classic movies, and there was a bunch of old classic movies in the drug truck, but she had coloured hair, so that could make her. Might as well finish my business up with you. And then head to the water park. What do you mean no man matches measure head? I cleaned his fucking clock with a spin kick, no less. It was badass. And I said on him, which was less badass, but...
The file cabinet stands steady as ever, and the unlocked drawer slides out to greet you.
Oh my god, I have a high dress code because I put on the Dick Mullen raincoat as well.
Whatever's hidden here is hidden well.
Aha.
Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to read. It appears to be a to-do list. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled.
One of his aides must have left it. Nothing.
The special borscht seems a bit odd in the list. What is so special about this borscht? Remember, Leo, all items on the list.
Special whirling borscht. Might be a drug code. Could go ask Leo about it. He seems like a bit of a blabbermouth. I want to talk to Rene again. I don't even know if I have anything to talk to him about. I just want to talk to him. He looked at the world and said, things are right. They shouldn't change. I just have this instinct. He's wrong, but I kind of respect it.
I think I don't respect him for being a fascist, but he is cool.
Yeah. I respect him for having a lot of drive. To be fascist.
Oh, hey, mister.
Yeah.
I knew you'd be back to talk.
Oh, yeah.
No trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all.
Are you Leo,
it's like
the
that
one
old
with the notes
saying
to make more
goes.
banners?
Oh, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht.
The borscht?
Oh, yes. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. Makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renadan's boar dogs every time the lunch is done.
Must be lazy.
Power borscht, huh? Never heard of a borscht that turns little guys into dogfighters. Alcohol, however.
What do you mean by taking the soup to the men? Is it for striking?
Yes. I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the Whirling-In-Rags.
Who makes it?
Oh, the Whirling's cook.
Ah.
He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in that weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad.
Suppose the borscht must be
Oh,
spicy.
sure, mister. Sure. You do that, yes?
He didn't actually understand what you meant, and now he's just nodding along.
I'll see you around, Leo. You're so helpful because you're not smart enough to realize I just fleeced you. Now I can also respect that because it helps me. Best let everyone know I left the now. Wouldn't mind having my gun back.
Mr. Dubois, a pleasure as always. You don't have to sit down this time, since you've already sat on that chair.
Did you know there's a mega rich light bending guy inside that container?
Mega rich light bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there?
He's so rich he could have gone anywhere, I think.
Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega rich light bending guys.
Kim, tell me was that.
There was a guy in the container, but he didn't bend any light.
Honestly, guys, we might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light bending mega rich. I have a reputation to protect.
You should be honored by the presence of this magus. He was of half of Asholian blood and amassed his wealth using the mysterious bond of nation. transportation of the Megarit should be more tightly regulated. Didn't seem like it was safe.
You're a fucking idiot, Harry. I love it. Thank you for sharing this deep, idiotic part of yourself with me. A hallucinating market liberal. I love it. So poetic.
A hallucinating market liberal?
I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
Not for 1 second did he believe there's an actual mega-rich person somewhere in his container town.
Open the door, you asked me. Can we finally discuss that murder?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
He did go inside. Weasel had the flag of old Revachol on his wall.
Exactly the kind of fascist memorabilia I was expecting. Weasel probably prays to it every night for the downfall of the Union.
That fascist bastard.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Strange that. There's a collection of colonial mugs in there. I found a similar mug in the trash with the hangman's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this Weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation.
Oddly, it seems to be true.
This Weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
Great technique. You make a great sergeant with that imaginary baton.
Would he? I'm not so sure about it.
Oh, you're too kind, Harry. Way too kind. I know I'm not a real police officer.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
What about a connection between the lynching and the strike? What do you know on your side?
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship.
He's got a point.
And they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire.
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa. You name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry. Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Go on.
About my fun container? It's a hoot, Harry. Who knows? Maybe you'll be in here the next time they move it. But enough about me and my container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them.
Yes.
All hardened commando types.
Joyce.
One of them got downright suicidal. Getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy. The one who likes hanging out and trees.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Who did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, Boss,
Socialist
Democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land. He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
How do you know the mercenaries were hired by shipping?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a
Same
security
company as Cornell,
contractor.
actually.
The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding.
You did.
And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
Sediment. That'll be Cornell now.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
Well, many mercenaries are organizing a tribunal to take on the Hardys.
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
You don't seem worried about it.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before...
He wants you to do more things for him before.
How about Titus Hardy and his crew?
Oh, they are simply fine young men.
All seven
of
of
them. Exemplary Union members. Always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Can you ask them to cooperate with me a little bit more, Heather?
But of course! It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Wait, why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
I only wanted your help with the Hardy boys, thank you.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
No, good talk.
Was
Let's
it a
conclude for
good
now.
talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you.
Yet.
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left.
A man of the left. So you have to be a social democrat. He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
Anybody here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I am streaming again.
Guys, my phone died. And I realized that in Hoboken Terminal, the train going to where I wanted to doesn't run on weekends. And so I got waylaid in Jersey City for about half an hour.
Oh shit.
I tried looking for a charger in a different stop in I think in Weehawken. And no one had shit, so I was just like, well, okay. It's been quite an adventure the past 3 days, actually. Quite a...
Wait, a Hoboken, the hustle wolf?
No, there's quite a lot of things to say, actually. But that's fine. Damn. Oh yeah, Connect went to sleep. Yeah. Why did she go to sleep so early?
She is
Because
work
she
in
works
the
early.
morning.
I have work in the morning. No,
She has, to
has
get
not.
up, she has to get up at like 5 a.m. for work when I say she works in the morning.
This is another corrupt scheme, isn't it?
She gets up at like
Neither left nor right.
5:30 or
Although my
something and
heart
has to
tells
be
me
there by like
What does
7.
your heart tell you about your lost gun,
Yeah, that's what
Harry?
I'm saying. She has a real
Does
job.
it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and
'Cause,
cold.
like,
I
I
think
tech-
it
I
wants to
get
be
money.
found,
That's not
and I
like
have a
a real
proposal
job,
for you.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little
Is there a
signatures
stream
on this
going on?
piece of paper,
Yeah, he's
and then
streaming on
mail
Twitch.
it to my accountant in La Delta.
I forgot about that.
What signatures?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a
Oh,
modern
right.
youth
Modern
centre
youth
in
Like Michael
Martinez.
Gove, like
It
Squidward
will be
guy.
righteous.
Yeah.
We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
What happens to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre designed by the best architects from
Okay,
Stella
Dan, you should
Marie.
let me
Is
pick
he
the answers. They're
absolutely
gonna be
sure
really
the
bad. You
tenants
should
won't
let
be
me pick
thrown out in the
No.
street?
You're absolutely sure no one's going to end up homeless from this project?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them. We're gonna build a youth centre there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez, not just the harbour.
He means it.
He actually means it. Holy shit. Okay then. What do you think, Kim?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was
You're gonna
very
say that he
useful.
sounds so
But he
neoliberal.
thinks it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as
Where
he
is this
can.
place?
On the coast, Harry, across the
Across the
canal.
canal.
There's a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Alright, if I happen to be there, I'll ask.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here,
An open white envelope.
you need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I heard there was some trouble with the water lock, but it should be fixed now. Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta.
Right.
What's this? We're getting
Oh,
reports
no.
of normal, reasonable, temperate,
Where's that, like,
political opinions somewhere in
Where's
Martinez.
the fucking Sonic like voice effect? Another one goes, oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
What character was that again?
Oh no.
I think that's Knuckles. That's it.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's Knuckles
Knuckles,
the
yeah, you're right.
enchilada.
The enchilada.
There should be like a button, like just for voice chat. I
Oh,
should
no.
develop that for Twitch. I mean for Discord, sorry. Where like you can just like do like you know like how they do like shitty radio shows. Like,
Yeah.
You can just,
They have like the soundboard.
yeah, a soundboard that doesn't exist. In
I think there are soundboards for Twitch, but they're expensive. I think Phil got one gifted to him, and then he still just started to even like manually still like do all the updates from his keyboard. Like someone gave him like a soundboard that's like sorry, a Twitch control thing that could like update when someone gives him a donation or like shout out a comment or something, and he just refused to use it because he's too stupid to set it up.
Well, that's DSP. No, but I mean like I'm thinking bigger actually. A Discord soundboard.
Yeah. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around
The
here.
air suddenly feels calm,
No, radical.
more
radical.
transparent in a
I'm gonna be
strangely tender
reasonable.
way.
I actually can be communist or
Perhaps it's the hangover.
moralist. I don't know which
Perhaps
one to be.
it's a temporary surge
Be
of serotonin.
communist. Being a moralist
But
makes you an
something tells you.
absolute cuck who supports the people who shelled your Sega for capitalism.
But Kim Kitsuragi a member of them.
It's time.
Yeah,
to
Kim
become a
if
citizen
Kim
of the
Kitsuragi jumped
kingdom
off a
of
bridge, would you?
Yeah,
You're a bitch.
the kingdom of
Kim doesn't wa-
conscience.
look-
Where
look,
is this
Kim-
kingdom?
Look, Kim doesn't want you to just simp
It is
for
not
him.
a
He wants
place.
you to be your own person.
It is a moment
Joe, how was
in
class?
time that can only
That was
arise
okay.
in the right circumstances in
But you
all
had
of human history.
Wait, hang
It's
on, let me
only
check
been
the
achieved
messages.
at
How do you bring about the circumstances?
incredible incrementally. Yawn. You get there
radical
faster with a little
centrism.
speed. History's greatest
That's
catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually.
What about all the things wrong now?
Increment. Tisk tisk. Just because you live in the present doesn't mean you have the right to place your needs above the needs of the future. You may never live to see the kingdom of conscience. Your children may not. Even your grandchildren might not. But that's no excuse not to keep working. What rationality? What sang-froid? What a fucking joke.
What a fucking joke. Sounds like preserving the status quo.
Do you believe the status quo is preferable to chaos and bloodshed?
I suppose so.
There you have it. Sometimes holding the line is progress.
So what is this kingdom of conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today.
Post-capitalist.
The kingdom of conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
Post-capitalism, post-national. Alright.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising and taking things slow?
Let's get there eventually.
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Gained new thoughts. The kingdom of conscience or Mazovian social economics. I don't know which one to pick.
Don't be a moralist. Being a moralist means you're like an uber-cucked status quo liberal who thinks that this is a good situation the city's currently in.
But they'll fix it eventually. They just need time.
No, they won't. It's been like 20 years. They blew up the city and instituted
And there's
like
still
the
bullet holes.
ANCAP police.
At least they instituted police. I guess they have to figure out eventually that you need police.
Dan, I'm sorry, the moralists are fucking stupid.
Fine, I'll adopt communism. You happy now?
Yes. Thank you.
I hope I get to be friends with Kitsuragi even if I'm a frothing socialist from now on.
You won't care. He's a bro.
Yeah, you're right. He respects my right to have a superior opinion to his.
Look,
Which is
he's
how
not
I
gonna
word
be
it.
Look, Kim Kitsuragi is not gonna be like, oh no, you don't believe my political beliefs. He's a professional.
I love my new coat. It's so much cooler than the old one. Okay, so because you totally didn't just give me a hint to not waste my time in this, the radio operator, it seems like a good time to head to the waterlock. There's one last thing that needs doing, however, and that's the mystery of A, the
Hello,
borscht,
Wandering Man. How can I help you?
and B, the whatchamacallit, the Doom commercial area. I want to take the computer memory thing out so I can rip out the tape recorder. That weasel I had visited, he has a hell of a colonial mug collection.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
See how we're busy concentrating on the racist mugs? That's what the ruling class wants. Yes, antiquated social value.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
Thank you. I like the Spaniard guy. I also like how they make fascism actually distinct and don't just like conflate it with like liberal values.
Yeah.
Alright, what's up?
Speaking of fascists, hi Gable.
Rafael
Wow.
Trujillo's
Oh,
strongest
no,
soldier.
I'm a reactionary, not a fascist. It's a
Fascism. I just hate women, bro.
Same.
Yeah, that's classical conservatism.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging
Leo says you're
your
friends with
presence.
Manana. Is that true?
The mention of manana gets his attention. He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words
know what he
and
said.
lively
Because you can
gestures.
hate women and not be
They're
racist.
friends.
You shouldn't do that, but...
What's in the borscht you're making?
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language. I'm pretty sure he asked you a question. He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Sorry, I don't understand you.
Just one word.
Mercury
Sounds
rising, Mercury
quizzical.
rising, Mercury rising.
Then he awaits your answer
Mercury
with
rising.
his brow arched.
Yes.
Borscht need more vodka?
Vodka.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea. Honestly, the place is a powder keg.
I'll leave the cooking to you. I have business.
The cook gives you a long, inspecting look, then shrugs too, and seems to wait for you to speak.
I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine.
Where's Yegor Yemkitishevitz when you need him?
I know. God. I need to rip out that
Polish it.
computer memory so I can sell it.
Polish is a language without vowels.
And principles. It's an unprincipled language spoken by a fake people who live in the rightful territory of Russia. Soon the denazification will come forth.
Poland, I think you mean Vistula.
Oda Vistula to you, you commie bastard.
Oh yeah, wait, you can play it on both ends.
You can do the German one too.
Yeah. Which I think is still worse.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
I need a stronger pry bar. I can also go and lift some weights upstairs. Maybe I should peak out my physical strength to 6.
Damn.
And I can clean the clock of anyone who gets in my way. Then measure head, it will be very possible. Holy shit, I need my flashlight.
Your flashlight? Wow, damn.
Yeah. I can't find the
So
password
original.
for you little fella, so you're getting sold.
Tiles on the
I don't
cube
give a
are
shit.
still- the filament
Mine.
Oh my
slides
god,
out of
such
its
an original joke.
Yeah, I can get about 50 real for this. Might as well sell it. Fuck it. Go flash this flashlight in this woman's pores. Hello.
Isn't that sexual
It's
harassment?
you again.
Oh, it's
no,
just
wait,
a
that's
flashlight.
No, it's
Flashlight.
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 Nothing.
The lieutenant.
Your window looks...
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know...
She nods.
Anything else,
Okay.
officer?
Nothing updated for her. I can skedoodle. Time to put on my weightlifting shirt. The gloves
Is it
are
a
off
wife
now,
beater?
baby.
Is it a wife beater? Yeah.
It is a wife
Barbell
beater.
waits patiently on the floor, like a
High
dog for its
performance
master.
weightlifting gloves. But you know what? I'm gonna go further beyond. Let's get that physical instrument up to 7. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And as I get stronger physically,
The
my
barbell
rhetoric gets
waits
stronger.
patiently
People know.
on the floor,
Now you're gonna see
like a dog for its master.
the beast.
The beast.
Deadlift time. Full
People listen.
pull.
Conjuring up an inhuman amount of strength, you raise the barbell up in the air. Your biceps tremble, but you're a savage. This is a children's game.
Oh yeah, just say that.
Get it? Nothing.
Say the
Revel in the feeling.
No,
Grind
say
set.
Yeah.
Boosh!
Sigma.
Strongest
a warm
human
wave
being of all time.
accomplishment washes over your head as you drop the barbell to the floor.
Male.
For a moment, it feels like
Oh,
you're
there's
strong
3
enough
viewers.
to
Who's the
succeed
third viewer?
at
There's a
anything
third
you
viewer.
ever set your mind
Who
to.
the fuck is
I'm
that?
freaking out.
Good to
No,
hear.
actually, I think it might be me. That's
No,
the way.
because there's 3, so...
And I'm not watching
Yeah,
the stream.
exactly,
I'm
'cause I
not
have
that
this
vain.
in two windows
Oh, it's
by
literally
accident.
just you, but twice, so...
I
Holy,
closed it.
that's awesome. Get that view account fake and inflate
Yeah,
it.
we need to get Dan up to like 50 viewers so other people will be like, audience?
50 is the time is like the threshold to like passing into this guy.
And then Dan can get donations to like turn on his
Hello
face
again,
cam.
esteemed officer.
I mean, I
Welcome
could copy that, but the thing
Okay,
is,
but
like,
please, only a few questions.
Dan, I don't know how you feel
Yes,
about being famous. I
disseminate-
definitely don't want to be even slightly famous.
I don't want to be famous.
I don't want to be famous either.
I'd be famous because I'm not a cunt.
I think I'm in a
Yeah,
I'm in a
because you're
moment where I would comfortably be happy with about if Twitch audience, my ideal Twitch audience. It would be about 50 people, like total, and they just like talk and interact.
I'd be famous and have money, and I'll take however many people want to join. I'll take that money. Give me that W.
I don't want
No, because the
donations.
thing is that then you have like you need to have like a social media presence, and then like people are gonna call you out because like you
Yeah,
said
but
like
money, I don't
okay.
care. What are
Hold
they gonna
yourself
What are they
together,
gonna do?
Rodney.
It's like, oh,
What do
this
you
guy,
want?
he's in Twitch trauma. I'll just do what people
Unfortunately,
involved in
in
Twitch trauma
Martinez,
should actually do,
God
and just
is a
ignore it,
pejorative term.
because that's what smart
He
people do.
doesn't know about the
I
crime.
agree. That's
Your
just
time is
annoying.
better
If you
spent
interact with like
I'm
your
confident
drama and
they
you
are
make like
indispensable
response
in the
videos,
gathering,
Yeah, it
but
makes
you
it
must
worse,
agree
yeah.
you're a
that
moron.
nature,
You're
in her
stupid.
infinite wisdom, has no
Actually,
reason to
if
even
anything,
feel bad
you
about
know,
that.
Mitch McConnell
just the way of
gets
the animal
blasted to
kingdom.
Twitter every single day of his life.
he
Does
don't
he
give
ever
a
respond?
shit.
Wait, I
It's
know
just
what
a
I can
smart
do.
thing to do.
I know what I can do.
It is such
Ted
a
is this
Cruz,
pleasure to
Ted
see
Cruz,
you
does he
again,
respond?
officer.
No, he just looks
How
up
may I
porn
have
on
the
his
citizens'
personal
militia?
social media account.
I know what
Listen,
I can do.
I don't give a shit. He can do that however much he wants.
I can use my rhetoric to make him hand over his precious sandwich.
No, Dan, it's too
Getting a
powerful.
bite of his sandwich. I'm getting that sandwich.
It is such
It's the most
a
important thing
pleasure
I've
to
done in
see
this
you
game.
again, officer.
A man
No!
so principled about his sandwich calls for a principled
Sandwich, I think
approach.
it's a sandwich.
Time to get political.
I'm not so sure about this.
Too late. Daddy's already fighting
I'm
the
not so sure
bad
about,
fight.
like,
Make
you,
it
Dan.
stick.
Are you a member of the revolution?
The city's going to shit. Sooner or later, some foreign anarchist is gonna steal your sandwich. That's a fact.
Nestor Makhno himself comes in and steals your sandwich.
Your blood sandwich is a tool of the oppressors designed to keep the proletariat docile and happy with their cured meats.
Either that, or you get like an eco-fascist like Morrissey.
These options seem awfully fascist and communist. What if I don't want to say them?
Say one of these fascist or communist.
You have to.
Oh, fuck off! The game told me to fuck off.
Whoa! Easy there, Goldmouth. He doesn't have to say anything. Re-engage cop mode and bail
Back
out.
to police mode.
All right.
No.
Let's hear them,
Okay.
officer.
I'd like to talk more about John Marie.
Sweet, sweet Jenny.
Oh.
Of course.
Say one
Wow.
of these fascist
So
or
someone's
communist things
being a
or
little
fuck off.
boring.
What?
Yes, my standard
boring?
liege.
Yeah,
Someone
because you didn't
said
tell
all
him.
sorts of wild ideas
You never
pop
talk
off in
about.
thought.
The game just called me
I'll
out for
take
being
the
boring and
boring
not being insane.
The regular, please. The brown.
So boring.
What is this? Picking on me for not being crazy enough? That's the least of my concerns.
No
I like
need to
standards.
be
I like standards. It
defensive.
means you're
The
communist. Brown is
regularity,
fascist.
the brownness, the cut and dry have their appeal.
Kim,
A very
am I
standard-
boring?
You? I wouldn't worry you.
No, I like standards. Just say I
See,
like standards.
you're
Be
so
boring.
I like
regular.
standards.
No,
Of
no,
course.
no!
Well,
Don't
I-
say that. Don't be
Maybe
a bitch.
some regulations and a usual pistol to go with
My
them.
Lord's Coppo
It's
type is
official.
regular
Maybe some
cop. I'm
regulations
happy with
say-
that.
Coppo type is regular cop.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
You have
let
to
everyone
embrace
know.
it.
I'll
That's
send
a
out
non-cop
telefax.
option.
Yes, the type of cop you are, sire. Think of it as a class.
I'm happy to be a regular cop.
Class even
Send me that damn
done
telefax.
and done. No actual communiques will be sent, of course. That would be too dramatic.
I am proud to serve as a loyal member of the police force. What is my thought on the social role of my job to enforce order and status quo? I don't have one. That is outside the purview of my regulation standard handbook.
What is this? Like fucking like Warsaw if like Napoleon wins the war?
There is no political job here. Now get back in your home to
Warsaw. No, I didn't say
Inshallah, Gable.
Yeah, you see, you're down to two viewers because
Wow.
You said
A very
inshallah.
large
It's like
red
Muslims.
t-shirt with an oh yeah.
Actually, wait a minute.
The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eye smells like worn cotton. Worn cotton.
Sniffing is okay.
Except Gabe in
Please
Jewish.
don't try anything on.
Still the man on this
Can't
t-shirt.
have
It's the man from Hyundai.
walking away.
They're matter of fact.
I mean, I'm not eating pork things so far,
Lysa,
so.
for
We're
no
bringing
reason.
harmony to the Middle East.
Yeah? Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the viewer count up.
Man from
The
Hyundai.
man from Yelmdale
Actually,
is
let's see
the
if it
hero
works,
of a series. In fact, most people.
Hyundai isn't a real place.
Neither is the man a
I'm
real
spam
man, of
timing.
course. But both the
Spam,
man
spam,
and
spam.
Yelm.
Wow. What?
Is it working? Wait.
Okay.
I think it might
I want to sell you a photo cube.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with
I'm
anything.
looking for something that plays a tape for police business.
Yeah, we still
Boom
have
boxes.
those boom boxes
Perfect.
on the shelves.
There's something to sell.
Sure, let me have a look. Anything
Okay, well,
else
the
you're
three
thinking
people.
of selling?
I'll pawn this. Take that shit. Oh, and I'll sell you those
Anything
postcards.
else you're
They don't mean
thinking of
anything to me.
selling?
Oh, that's Rene as a young man with his with the Jean-Marie. Le Jardin. Le Jardin?
Le Jardin.
Le Jardin.
Yeah. Which just means garden.
The garden. There we
Yeah.
go. Now I can buy that tape recorder. Pushy. it.
Another time, perhaps.
The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your
Can I play a tape on that
boombox,
boombox
that
real
gold
quick?
and amp.
Sorry, man. I can't be giving out
No, it
freebies.
auto-adjusted it. No.
Never have. Won't
went
Can I
have.
get a discount on the boombox? A police
A
discount?
discount? I do have to keep the lights on, man.
Remember, he doesn't like music. He likes sounds. The Doorgunner Megamix is his type of tape. Certainly, it'd give you a discount.
I'm not just
if
doing
he
any
knew you
police
played
work.
something so
I've got the Doorgunner
experimental.
Mega Mix. A never defining work. Let's do 4 real.
4 real is offensively low. But just this once. For the music concrete.
Thank you.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction on the go. It'll play anything.
Alright. Let's have a listen.
Have a little listen.
Let's have a gander.
Yeah.
Let's have a look-see.
Little poke.
I've got a little book.
I'm gonna go take a shower. I'll be back.
Go you take a shower.
You're
What's
not,
this
you're not
fucking
like a real
twit?
gamer, Joe. You're taking a shower. Oh. Ow.
An intricate web, it
What?
still kind of looks.
Great. They closed everything. Twitch, you fucking.
The porter reel is just
Turn it off
what you
like that.
needed. The reel's attached to the
Play the
appropriate push.
They know how
Command
to count
set.
more than vowels.
If there's someone,
tape
else
stops
in
spinning.
the stream, please type something in chat.
This
so
isn't
no it's not just
Revachol.
Gabe who multiple
This is a
times.
fucking village.
It is me.
I can almost
It
see
just
the
keeps
elephants.
auto-adjusting.
The harbor.
The
That's
harbor.
the sound of a Kvalsum crane.
When this shit is done, I'm gonna tear that place up. Soldier of the apocalypse style. Kill shit. Dogs and chickens too. Gonna run a room.
I'll be right back, actually. Hang on.
A real nice.
Hang on. Be right back. Got you now.
I don't give a shit. I'm fucking done. I'm done mentally. I'll fucking do them all in. Rape that disco cunt on the counter. You know, the dance a whore upstairs. Do it Kohoi style. Never did get that taste out of my mouth.
The lieutenant presses the button marked Arrête on your porter reel. The
Who's
tape
this Corti?
stops spinning.
Corti could be short for Cortener. One of the other mercenaries, the one he was talking to. Probably the mountain at the harbor gate.
Yeah.
Mr. Right to Work.
What do you think?
It seemed authentic enough. Probably recorded off the shortwave, then edited to seem more incriminating. He sounded like he was on patrol around the harbor walls.
He did say he was going to do something. You can't just edit words into someone's mouth.
Indeed, but...
Let's go, Hoy.
A village on the Samaran Isla in South Safra. Grad committed war crimes there, the kind of thing he talks about.
The South Safra conflict is an ongoing proxy war between Grad and Safra. It has been hot for 12 years, with the atrocities piling on, mostly committed by the...
Who knows? Maybe the tattoos would have an answer. We would need to know the story of this man's service.
A symbol of soldier of the apocalypse style conduct in a civil environment.
Was that the very end?
End of recording.
Alright, what now?
I think we've got a few more questions for class here.
Yeah.
This seems to contradict her testimony.
As you take out the tape, the boombox tunes itself back to the cheery radio again. The contrast feels chilly, inappropriate even.
Oh wait. Done the look through. And I am a rich, rich man. I have 70 real. That is enough to not go homeless tonight. Don't. More dock workers. Well, we finally crossed the water lock.
A rusting control panel. Grab the handle and pull the lever up. The water lock starts moving.
Yeah, there we go. About time we had a rail course.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now.
Focus on one thing. Achieve it, then the next.
Alright. Got across. Huh, a radio tower. This could be where the comms operator is hiding. I'm looking for a merc in town. A strike breaker. A Pinkerton. Breaker box powering radio. More abandoned motor lorries. Reverse the tracks. Just get it off even further. Here's where it crashed.
A banged up motor carriage lies half submerged in the icy water. So it must be cold and lonely down there. Remember the tire tracks in Martinez?
Yeah.
This is where they were leading.
It appears to be so. I agree. We should definitely investigate.
You get a sudden sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
What's the make of this motor carriage?
The logo is too deep in the murky water.
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
Look, Jacob Rose, Johnny Kenton, abrupt then.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
I've got it. This is it.
Yes, quite.
What should we do?
Let's wait for the low tide and see what's inside.
Great idea. Then we can get the things inside. The
Low tide?
joyride.
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
Alright. Let's hope I don't need those 2 hours.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around. Spit flies from your mouth. The lieutenant must think it's rather funny. He smiles and quickly turns away.
Aha, very funny, so I can't whistle.
Just keep at it. It will come to you.
He's gloating at you. Oh, it's so easy for Mr. Teacher. With his lips puckered, the lieutenant lets out a beautiful, melodic trill. You hear the sound echo on the large body of water. Clouds race across the spring sky, and suddenly you just feel better about everything. Okay. That's way better than what you did. The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have
Not
passed.
yet. No, I don't think so.
Looks like this might take a while. Time to present a good
I've
topic
had
for
so
discussion.
much alcohol during the past week.
What? Not again today, don't tell me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, again today as well?
You want to guess how many?
3 days.
No. You want to guess the number of drinks today?
Please be sub 10.
Yes.
5.
Very close. 4.
Oh, wait, that's not so bad.
It was 4 today. Like...
Strong drinks, beers, whiskey shots?
No, just beers.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Like 4 beers today, like,
You're gonna get a beer gut.
Like 6 to 7 yesterday, and then like, how many was it before? Like a half bottle of wine on Friday, and like...
Oh my god, I can ask the Asian man, quote, so, was your dad also, you know, point to your eyes?
You don't do that.
Oh, not do You're taking sweet time.
Anthill. Ask him the hypothetical.
Would you rather sit on an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches?
Well,
It's a
historically,
philosophical
leeches have
question.
been used to prevent
Not really,
and even
but-
cure many ailments.
Okay, he's thinking. I can do this. Let's do this. Who'd want to sit on an anthill? There are no therapeutic benefits to... Well, napalm ants, for
Yeah, there we
example,
go. You said
are
that.
used in
That's
some rites of passage rituals. Clouds
think
on the
I'm
horizon
okay
grow
with it
darker, and
because,
the shadow
you know,
of the swing
I've
set
just been,
keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the
I don't know
city.
that. I have to watch
30
out
minutes
because
pass.
lately I just get a buzz. The problem is that now I have a friend of mine who she knows a lot of people who work in bars, which is great. Which means I get cheaper drinks, but
Very enabling.
extremely enabling.
Because I would also drink for cheap if I could, definitely. I had a drink
And
out tonight and it was like £7, and it's like, oh.
Then
So
I
I
get
only
like a
had one drink.
40%. If I'm with her, I get like a 40% discount.
That's what you want. So 40% off that $7.50. I mean, you'd be cracking it down towards $3.75. It's pretty good.
We're in some kind of thing, but honestly, I don't know if there's any correlation. But this weekend, I felt better than that.
Oh, right. Well, make sure drinking is not the only outlet from where you get joy, I suppose.
No, because I've been taking walks and like getting back in, like trying to read things and that. And,
So, Kim, if you had to side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose?
Luckily, I am already
Good
a
question.
member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hard place.
Someone put a gun to your head, then.
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the
Yeah, go
environment.
good gun to the head, right?
30
Make an answer.
more minutes pass.
Aha! Number on the side.
Yes, 41. What do you
Precinct
think it stands
41.
for?
It's as if he knows what it
Oh,
stands for,
no.
but wants you to say it. It's
Oh, God.
pedagogical.
We waited here for 2 hours to find out who is the maniac who drove over a bridge and crashed their car into the ice. And now the ice has melted a bit. I can see the precinct number from my car. It's me, I crashed it.
Does he know something about the driver
It's
of
me.
this vehicle?
I crashed it.
Oh god, no.
I'm sorry, Harry. I'm so sorry.
41. Precinct 41. A massive pit opens up in your stomach. You feel like you're about to faint and fall off the swing. Your hands get clammy and the air tastes sour to breathe. Oh God, Harry. Oh God, Harry. What did you do? No. Just nope. Say no to this, Harry.
Oh my god, it's mine. I drove my car into the sea.
I'm afraid so, yes.
I'm afraid
It looks
so.
like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal.
No, I drove my car into
The badge, the gun, and now this.
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and doesn't say anything.
How do we get it out? How do we get it out? How do we get it out?
How do we get it out?
You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. Well, not cheaper.
Oh god, it
This
cost
motor
40,000
carriage
real.
costs
I haven't
40,000
even seen
real.
a 100
But in the
real.
long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
I don't have that kind of money.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss
People
to
are
your
gonna be angry,
district's
you know,
budget.
People are gonna be angry.
I mean, my
Horrible.
station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
This was 20% of the
I
station's
crashed
vehicular
20% of my
budget.
station's budget. I'm looking at like
Maybe
10
I was
years
in
of
pursuit
wage.
of someone.
My
Try to get
wage
an
is
excuse.
5,500 reals. I am.
One. Maybe I was in pursuit of
I was in
someone.
pursuit of someone.
Of whom? I don't think so. If anything,
Oh, come on,
you
get
are
some
probably
money.
drunk.
Probably.
One.
Try definitely.
How do we get it out?
Detective, we don't. A rescue operation really isn't viable at this point.
Oh, can they see what's in there now?
Yeah, I at least I can see.
So let's see. My yearly salary
Let's
is
go
about
take a look.
5,500, and it's a 40,000 real car. That's 8 years of wages. Got it. Wait. Assuming
Your
they
whole
keep
life.
me, which they probably wouldn't, because I wouldn't keep me if I crashed.
Your whole life is just like that. Life
Yes!
is such a flip.
Oh, thank God.
Well,
I found my badge. Harry Dubois. I was a commander. I had respect and I lost my respect. I got no respect at all now.
no, you just say you're chasing somebody. If this was an American police officer, they just believe him.
It's like, it's fine.
Listen, Henry, you're trying your best.
Trying your best.
That one's
Oh
just
my
like,
God, look how good I look in the picture compared to... This is me in the lower left corner, this drunken wreck. And then when I look at this picture, he's a handsome, like, movie star Frenchman.
A police badge on which you see the photo.
My badge!
At least something good came out of all this.
Did you have any control over this? Like,
No, he did this before I took control of him. My cat got blackout drunk. He woke up and he didn't remember any of his life, and that's when I took control of him.
he's not doing alcohol right. See, I do alcohol right. He doesn't.
He did an insane amount of alcohol.
Encased between 2 durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines
He went
of
so
information
blackout drunk he
and a
forgot his
watermark
life.
in the shape
He also
of the
threatened to
secret
shoot
of Revachol
himself
West.
after we got very drunk.
That's like 15. That's like 15 beers drunk.
Yeah.
You see a
But yeah,
photo, a name,
alcohol,
a
I'm
rank,
happy
a
to say,
document
is
number,
not my
the date of
only
issue,
outlet.
and in the lower right
It's just
corner,
been a very
your
convenient one
precinct.
the past few days.
The man keeps
because
winking at you with his green-grey
Nick likes to
eyes.
drink a lot.
The photo is old, no doubt about that.
I have a friend
but
named
the
Vera.
badge is new. You
Yeah,
used
the
an
one
old
likes to
photo
drink. She
for a
also
new
likes to
badge.
drink.
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the
today I
picture
have an
is
alternative
rather good
suit.
looking.
Yeah.
He's got a nice
she
haircut and is
also
distinctly
likes
lacking in massive sideburns.
Oh my God, even the game was like, yeah, 10 years ago you used to look really good. Damn it. Why is he
What do
winking?
you think? His face is already contorted by the expression. Although it looks
Oh,
less
he's
grotesque on him, the badge in your hand
Harrier
shines as you
Dubois.
rotate it.
Harrier, that's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Everard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Alright then, Harry Dubois it is.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
What kind
He's
of name is
not going
Harry?
to
No,
call
ask
you
that.
Harrier.
Ask that. That's a
That's
genuine
He'll
question.
keep calling you officer when
I
he's
should have asked that
angry
actually.
with
There's
you,
a stupid
and
name,
detective
Harriet.
when he's not.
The Harrier is a
badge
cool
in your
name.
hands shines as you rotate it.
Reg is like,
Catching
oh, it's
light.
Officer Harriet.
You see lines of information.
If you got nicknamed Harrier, then like maybe.
Yeah. Rank
I guess.
LTN 2JFR Lieutenant.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
Your freighter?
The lieutenant
think
is a
lieutenant.
rank above sergeant and below captain.
You're not
It's
commander.
the
anymore, you're
highest rank in
lieutenant.
the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
What's a double your freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when
You
you
decline
decline a
a rank for
promotion to a higher
promotion.
rank.
So-
In your case, captain. You have declined twice.
So I could
Thus
I
your
declined to be a
W Freighter.
captain twice. I was a super good police officer. What the fuck happened?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken. Or sometimes promoted officers
that's
do
the
not want
I don't want
replace
to be
their
famous
superiors
move at the
out of
police
Yeah.
respect.
force.
And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
Thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
I don't want to get better. I want to get what? No, thanks.
Good.
Alright, what's a décompage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical
Décomptage.
system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means
Decomptage.
counting
Actually,
down
ask
to
that, 'cause
twos.
I don't even know what that is.
Counting down to twos.
The countdown is modeled after the dual leadership system employed by the left during the revolution, which in turn was
Okay, so I guess
developed by
comptage
last
means
century
counting.
experimental psychologists
I'm learning
in the
so much, man.
University of Königstein.
The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then
Oh,
there are
wait,
the
yes, it
patrol
is.
officers,
Comptage is counting,
then
yes, it is.
sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain.
I forgot
That's
all the
basically
functions.
except for a few kings.
What kinks?
Kings like satellite officers and
satellite
the additionally freighter.
The long and short of it is,
The kings, the
you're
band.
his superior.
Oh god, you're putting up with my bullshit because I'm your superior, aren't you?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional
Oh.
approach, you are doing good police work. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
He trusts you, for now. Try not to spoil it. Such a small yet precious thing.
Serial.
Expensive paper caught
Revachol
between
12
thick plastic,
6205
like a
Jam
fly in
41.
amber.
That's just the serial number.
Revachol Jamrock Precinct
Jamrock,
41.
Precinct 41, with some
Date of
bandits
issue,
in there for good measure.
7th of November.
4 months
50.
ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to
Do
the
you want
rank
to know
of
what you can
Lieutenant
find here on
W.
American
Freighter.
sports TV?
Yeah.
A new badge
No, no,
usually
no,
comes
I'm
with a
asking a
new
question.
rank. You seem to
what
have
on American
been
Sports TV?
doing well then.
You can find people playing cornhole.
Cornhole?
Yeah, cornhole.
That
You
is
know
the
the thing
point.
where you just like hit a fucking beanbag into a hole? You can watch that on television.
Well, I could
I don't
do
know.
that. I haven't seen that.
No, it's just like a bunch of like really like fat dudes who just go.
The pain in your chest tells you you were working yourself to death.
Oh, I was
to earn
overworked
that
then.
rank. The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. You're pretty sure you weren't doing well.
Why are there people watching this?
Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks.
But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Roberts, Feuerbach, Dimitri. Suddenly,
Ah.
names from your decomptage flash in your foreground. And you? Is it an honor to work with you? Don't ask him, ask yourself. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it.
Okay, good news. I found out who crashed this car. No.
Joe, do you want to watch right now on ESPN?
I'm
People
down for
playing
that.
the- you can
How long
watch
have I
people
been
playing
streaming?
cornhole.
Why?
I don't know, you just have like a bunch of like dudes that look like they weigh 200 pounds. And they're just like, they're just out here like just playing cornhole.
Oh, the other side of the boat is being towed. Someone's been using it.
There's like sponsorships and everything. I'm very confused.
I don't think anything's gonna stop me from getting in here. Let's see.
Click, click, clickety clack.
This is not a livable place. Let's see what I got here. Postcard? Coal City. That must be pleasant. A bow knot. Yeah, no, even the hole tire is better. Not much in here. Alright. Where's Delta?
The worn and beaten
We can sit on benches.
You can revisit the bench if you.
Enter Solary Trousers, +1 to the Kingdom of Wonderbar.
We three kings of Oriental. What the
The
fuck?
Kings of Conscience are.
It's like 3-6 Mafia, but less cringe. Joe, have you ever heard 3-6 Mafia? No. They're the guys who made the song Slob on My Mouth.
Da-dee-da-dee-da.
Check in with me.
I'm finding lots of money in people's pockets.
Finding?
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing with it.
I have so many gained hours from games in the past like 2 or 3 days because I fall asleep every single time.
Ah, Lillian. This must be the... Oh, she has a sword. Weird.
Anything I can help you with?
I am the Lawbringer. Depends, where are we?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium. The sign on the street
Why?
leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
May I ask your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts.
My sword. What's the story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks mostly.
A sword? Wouldn't you rather have a gun?
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to
How would
keep
your work
folks at
need
bay.
it to be intimidating?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it
No.
is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
And where are the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Oh, where's your husband?
Gone.
Oh. Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago. He didn't respect the sea, Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really liked those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces
Death is nothing. I shit on death.
There's always so much more that you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
It's healthy to let go and move on.
Us working
God, I
folk
hope this
don't
isn't
have the luxury to be
foreshadowing
bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
I was looking for someone. Maybe you could help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
Missing cryptozoologists.
I don't think I know what these are. Care
People
to
look for
elaborate?
imaginary animals.
Aha! Like snowmen?
Sure.
2 odd guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
Where'd they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That would be it. Lucky for
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
What do you do then?
Like I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets.
Fishing, huh? Enough to
Right
make
now,
a living?
sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
Interesting. What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Mines. Mines. You need mines.
Drugs? I need info on this. I'm a major narc.
Don't have any.
American
Those get
Cornhole
cleaned out
League
so
in
fast,
Atlantic
even the
City,
local
New
bums
Jersey.
can only
God,
stand
this
by
is
and
so
watch with watery mouths.
You could right about now. Any hit
The RCM, the RCM.
Feel that itch in your hands? The
I can
stiffness in your
suggest that
neck?
she needs to go on a
That
date with another
strange
drunk like me.
restlessness in your
I don't know
bones?
about that.
Why are you a...
I think it's your skiff.
Sure is. The sun I
Because she's
called
a
her,
girl boss.
coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday.
He likes that girl boss energy.
It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
Sunny.
Aye. Sunny days.
No, ma'am. We have no quarrel with sunny days.
Good. It would have been bad news had it turned out it wasn't a sunny day.
There's a moment's silence. She looks at the slushy snow
Do you
melt
think the boat will
on
be
the...
ready?
In time, when the sea turns and the wind settles.
My prediction, it will be at least 2 days.
I was also to get your signature.
Were you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Well, everyone wants to turn your village into a youth centre.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
She sounds incredulous about the niceness of the idea.
Thought?
That Evrart and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about themselves.
And those members have a vote when electing the head of the local chapter.
Here, here's my pen.
He has a pen and everything.
She takes it from you, a doubtful look in her eyes, clicks it, places it at the top.
Here you go.
Why did you sign it?
I shouldn't have.
No, it's a youth centre. Why shouldn't you?
That's what I asked you. It's a youth centre and I have children.
All right then.
Anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature. It's a bad idea. She won't sign. You'll find she's a tougher nut to crack than me.
Sound logic. Division of labor. She leaves the skepticism to the skeptic. Sounds like Isabel is the leader around here.
Seeing you. I've unlocked
Mazovian
communism.
Socioeconomics.
Yes.
Naught 0.0% of communism has been built. Evil, child-murdering billionaires still rule the world with a shit-eating grin. All he has managed